What's up YouTube, this is Mathwas927 and welcome back to my WWE 2K17 Universe Mode. This is episode number 6, the second edition of Tuesday Night SmackDown for this season. And we have got a hell of a main event in store for you. And we are in the home state of the man we just saw earlier on, John Cena, because we are in Boston, Massachusetts. And in our main event, we're gonna see Roman Reigns go one-on-one with the man that gravity forgot, Adrian Neville, in a WWE Championship #1 contenders match. But to kick off this episode, we have another matchup, another first round contest in the Queen of the Ring tournament. So as we take a quick look at the brackets thus far, we've seen Paige and Asuka advance, Nikki Bella as well, considering she had a bye in the first round. So the question is, will Natalya be the next to advance? If she would, that would mean that all three participants in the Night of Champions triple threat would have advanced to the second round of the tournament. You'd have to think that Natalya would be one of the favorites to win it all, considering her status before the Divas division went on a hiatus. But her opponent tonight is, well, I guess I'll kick it to her and let her introduce herself.
My name is Carmella, and I am the princess of Staten Island, and the most fabulous diva in NXT.
Well, of course, formerly the most fabulous diva in NXT. Now, of course, the most fabulous diva on the main roster. I suppose we'll have to see if she can hold true to that statement. Of course, she used to associate herself with, hold on. How are you doing, Carmella? Of course, Carmella also associated with Enzo Amore and Colin Cassidy, who we have seen. Well, let's just say that those two have been getting some eyes on them as of late. They've been impressing. However, in that Tag Team Championship #1 contenders gauntlet back at Fastlane, Enzo and Cass were unsuccessful. They were, of course, pinned by Blake and Murphy, which is how Blake and Murphy became the #1 contenders for the tag team titles. But it's not about Enzo and Cass tonight. It is about Carmella. And as Enzo Amore would tell you, she's hot as hell, and you can't teach that. But looks aren't everything here in the WWE. Carmella, the question is, does she have the skill to match? And does she have what it takes to defeat Natalya to advance to the second round, to the quarterfinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament? Well, right now, Natalya. I mean, let's face it, if Carmella was looking for a debut opponent, this is possibly one of the worst names that she could face, just because it's going to be incredibly difficult for Carmella to defeat Natalya, one of the most powerful women on this roster. As you see, bridging into the Northern Lights suplex, pin, but a kick out by Carmella before even a 2 count. Carmella, she's a feisty one. Natalya's got to keep an eye out for that fire that Carmella has. What she may lack in technical prowess and experience, she more than makes up for in just pure energy. So you have to keep an eye out if you're Natalya. Keep a very close eye on Carmella in this matchup, because if you give her the opening, well, she will just attack you with a barrage of something you've never even seen before. That's one thing Carmella possesses, is innovative offense. As look at this. Ooh! Almost looking to choke out Natalya there with that move. As now Carmella has Natalya. Oh, the suplex, vertical suplex into the pin. 1. Kick out at 1 by Natalya. And of course, both of these women are fan favorites. Carmella, perhaps one of the most popular females down in NXT. And then of course Natalya was, like I said, one of the top women in the division before it went on hiatus. You'd have to think that that still holds true, that Carmella, she's got a hell of a task just in this first round matchup. As look at this, the bridging Northern Lights, or not Northern Lights suplex, rather a butterfly suplex, but Carmella kicks out. But that's the thing, when two fan favorites collide like this, the people don't exactly know who to root for. Who are they gonna choose to win this matchup? So the crowd is kind of split right down the middle between these two, as Carmella using those long legs of hers with that devastating enziguri. As Carmella again using those legs to her advantage, just driving the boot into the jaw of Natalya. And again, this time the knee driven right into the face. Carmella, that's the thing. She can't give Natalya the opening to use that power. Let's look at this. Oh, Carmella could be looking for that finisher, but I think she might be, yes, she's too close to the ropes. A rookie mistake by Carmella. I'd have to think that if she despite the fact that Natalya is a submission specialist, had Carmella locked in that submission hold in the center of the ring, she might have had Natalya beat. She might have forced Natalya to tap out. But unfortunately for Carmella, she does lack that in-ring experience. And she just had a bad ring presence there, and it could come back to cost her. As Natalya, the discus clothesline. Could that spell the end for Carmella? We know what usually follows. As Natalya drags her to the center of the ring, the veteran instincts of Natalya, and she's looking to make Carmella pay for her mistake. As she locks in the sharpshooter, center of the ring, Carmella has nowhere to go, and she's forced to submit. Natalya advances to the second round in the Queen of the Ring tournament. She beats the rookie Carmella tonight. So unlike with Asuka, Carmella, more like Alexa Bliss. I guess a less than stellar debut for Carmella. You know, not to discredit her effort in this matchup, but in the end, just luck of the draw. She unfortunately just had the wrong opponent that she was going up against. Natalya's too tough, too strong, and too technically sound for Carmella to overcome on this night. And Carmella, she's out of the tournament. Natalya will move on instead.
WWE Universe, don't you dare be sour. Clap for the greatest thing going and feel the power.
It's a new day, yes it is, ladies and gentlemen. Here they are, the former Tag Team Championship #1 contenders, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods, the New Day. And just like last week, coming out here tonight with the trombone, and as I heard, it is actually called Francesca, or rather not it's a she. She is called Francesca. I just found that out earlier this week. Did not know that last week, so I will have to apologize to both Xavier Woods and Francesca. But fortunately for Xavier tonight, he is not in in-ring competition, so he can keep a close eye on Francesca. Make sure that Tyler Breeze doesn't get his hands on Francesca, because tonight it's going to be Tyler Breeze, Prince Pretty, going one-on-one with Kofi Kingston. That is the match that is going to be taking place up next. But let's face it, it doesn't seem as though the loss last week has dampened the spirits of the New Day at all. Because that's what it takes really to be a success, is not, like I said last week, not how many times you get knocked down, but how many times you get back up. And the New Day, they'll take losses, but in the end, they can't be separated. They're inseparable. They're like brothers, these three. You can't break apart the New Day. That's one thing that the New Day has that other tag teams haven't had. I mean, because we've seen tag teams come and go. They've either separated, I mean, you lose match after match and eventually you just get frustrated with one another and you eventually implode. We saw that with Viva Perfecto, of course Curtis Axel and Alberto Del Rio, and we've seen it many a time before. We saw it with the primetime players. That was probably the most infamous case of best friends becoming bitter enemies. But that doesn't happen with the New Day. The New Day, they might lose, but they stick together. And if they keep that up, they will eventually become tag team champions. Pardon me. I guess that's just what happens when you're in the presence of the king of Cuteville, Tyler Breeze. You get all tongue-tied. Ooh. Maybe I have to phrase that a bit differently. Anyways, speaking of Tyler Breeze, he's not out here to break apart the New Day. He's just out here to cleanse the WWE of any and all uggos. And perhaps Kofi Kingston could join the list of Tyler Breeze's Uggo Club. Xavier Woods was put on the list last week. Will Kofi Kingston join him tonight? Tyler Breeze hopes so. Tyler Breeze looks to continue his undefeated streak, advance it to 4-0. But can he do it? Can he defeat the former tag team champion in Kofi Kingston tonight? Well, Kofi looking for a scoop slam right off the bat, but Tyler Breeze takes him down with a reverse DDT. Almost like, if we want to talk about Sting from earlier on, almost like a reverse Scorpion, or not a reverse. Never mind. I was trying to make the cool reference there, but that didn't happen. Just focus on calling the match, Mathwiz. Just do your job, and just leave it at that. Meanwhile, Tyler Breeze posing to the crowd, and as well just to the New Day here at ringside. Well, it seems as though Xavier Woods has put Francesca in a safe place, just to make sure that Tyler Breeze doesn't get his hands on her. Meanwhile, Kofi Kingston up top, Hurricanrana, and the legs are hooked on Breeze. 1, 2. Oh, near fall in the early stages of this matchup. Kofi Kingston nearly put away Breeze right there. And Tyler Breeze, he gets taken for a ride, a monkey flip from Kofi Kingston. As now Kofi, Irish whip sending Breeze off the ropes, over the top. Oh, and what a move. Double stomp to the shoulders. Covered by Kofi. 1, 2. Oh, another near fall. Last week, Tyler Breeze nearly was defeated by Xavier Woods, and tonight it seems as though he's going to get a similar fight out of Kofi Kingston. I mean, it's been quite a while since we saw the members of the New Day compete in singles competition. The last time I believe that they really did anything significant in singles action was when they took on Stardust. And, well, that didn't work out too well for him. Besides that, not too many singles matches in recent memory for the New Day. And perhaps that's how Tyler Breeze is looking to pick apart the New Day. Divide and conquer. And so far, the New Day have obliged Tyler Breeze. But the question is, should it come down to a tag team matchup, well, who's Tyler Breeze going to team with? This guy, I mean, his ego speaks for itself. Well, wait a minute. He could be done. No, he's able to reverse. 1, 2, and a kick out by Kofi. Both men able to escape their respective pinning predicaments. As Tyler Breeze delivers a knee to the gut. Kofi Kingston spun around into a hangman's neck breaker from Tyler Breeze. Breeze now the cover. Forearm right into the face, a disrespectful cover. But Kofi gets the shoulder up. Maybe if Breeze had hooked the leg. But I'm not going to get into a huge rant here. Oh, wait a minute. No, he missed. Kofi was able to dodge. Oh, but Breeze lands on his feet and a drop kick from Breeze. Breeze was thinking supermodel kick. Kofi Kingston was thinking back suplex. But at the end, it is Tyler Breeze who still manages to kick Kofi in the face one way or another. Might not have been the supermodel kick he was looking for, But I don't know, I'd still give that dropkick 6 out of 10? Maybe a 6.5? Wait a minute. Oh, that's a dropkick for ya. Kofi Kingston sent to the outside. And look at Breeze again, he's checking the face. But he shouldn't be focusing on his looks right now. Like I said earlier, looks aren't everything. Tyler Breeze needs to focus on Kofi Kingston, a vicious forearm smash into the face. And now Breeze looking to send, Kofi into the barricade. And back into the ring he goes. Oh, and look at Breeze. Oh, come on. Breeze, that's completely uncalled for, just disrespecting the New Day, almost telling them, hey, get out of my sight. Meanwhile, Kofi Kingston! He caught him with the Trouble in Paradise. And Breeze, he might lose right now. 1, 2, no! Well, Tyler Breeze, his arrogance nearly cost him his winning streak right then and there. Kofi just about kicked his teeth down his throat. But somehow Tyler Breeze able to hang in there. But at the moment, that has given Kofi Kingston the second shot of adrenaline that he needs. And here the comeback is on. Viciously punching Breeze in the face, followed by a European uppercut. As Breeze staggers into the corner, Kofi follows it up with a knee to the face. And Kofi Kingston looking to take a risk from the top. Elbow drop, but he missed. Tyler Breeze able to roll out of the way. And Tyler Breeze, supermoto kick. This time he nails it. And that could be lights out for Kofi. 1, 2. No, Kofi able to survive miraculously enough. But Breeze follows it up with a kick to the back. Breeze now gonna strike a pose for all the fans in attendance. Just stroking his ego even more. As Breeze hops down now. Punch right to the face of Kingston. And he's got him hooked for the Unprettier. And this could be it. 1, 2, 3. Tyler Breeze will continue his winning streak. He remains undefeated here on SmackDown with this victory over Kofi Kingston tonight. And while he may be defeating the New Day in singles competition, should it come down to a tag team matchup like I was saying earlier, who's gonna team with this man? You'd have to have the ego the same size, if not bigger, than Tyler Breeze. And typically when that happens, well, two egotistical minds typically don't tend to get along very well. But I guess that's none of Tyler Breeze's concern for the moment. All Tyler Breeze is concerned with is continuing his winning streak. He doesn't care about what is to come next. All he cares about is the fact that he beat Kofi tonight. That's 2 out of 3 members of the New Day falling short against Prince Pretty. But it's about time that we moved on to the main event for the evening, and this one is for all the marbles. Who will advance to take on Kevin Owens, the WWE Champion, for the title at Royal Rumble? Is it gonna be Adrian Neville, the man that gravity forgot? Or will it be the powerhouse of Tuesday Night SmackDown, formerly of The Shield, Roman Reigns? We're gonna find out here in just a few short moments, but it is at this point that I want to announce that next week on Tuesday Night SmackDown, our general manager Lita has announced that the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line as Cody Rhodes, rather I should say Stardust, one and the same really, Stardust goes one-on-one with Chris Jericho in a Fastlane rematch. But get this, it's not just for the Intercontinental Championship. It is a no-holds-barred match to avoid any countouts, disqualifications, to avoid any shenanigans. Stardust and Chris Jericho will go at it in a no-holds-barred match, and it's the main event on the next episode of SmackDown, so be sure to stay tuned for that episode when it does come about. It's going to be a huge match, and of course, it's for the Intercontinental Championship, so perhaps we can get the conclusion that we were unable to get at Fastlane. but we'll have to put that out of our minds for the time being. For now, we have to focus on who will be the next #1 contender. Will it be Roman or will it be Adrian? Only time will tell as Roman Reigns makes his way to the ring. Roman Reigns, he's had a very up and down past year. Ever since he was drafted to SmackDown, Reigns, he's had his ups and downs. Shot to the WWE Championship. Losses for the WWE Championship as well. Losses to Brock Lesnar, Bray Wyatt. Roman Reigns, he's struggled, but it seems as though he's turning things around in recent memory. He got his win back over Brock Lesnar just 3 weeks ago on SmackDown. And tonight, he looks to take another crack at the WWE Championship. He lost at Payback, he lost at Battleground, but will he win at Royal Rumble? That is what we're about to find out, if he can beat Adrian Neville tonight. As these two men stare down, just look at the size differential. Adrian Neville, he's at least a head and shoulders shorter than Roman Reigns. As Reigns backs him into the corner, that is the strength advantage of Roman Reigns. Are we going to get a clean break? Yes, we do. Both of these men are fan favorites tonight, as you see the crowd jumping to their feet. But that's, again, just like we saw earlier with Carmella and Natalya. The crowd is going to be split, 50-50. I have to say that Adrian Neville is the underdog in this matchup, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have his fans, his support. In fact, that might just boost support for Adrian Neville, the fact that he is the underdog. Some people may have never thought that Adrian Neville would get to this point, the potential to be #1 contender for the WWE Championship. Adrian Neville, as well as Roman Reigns, has had a very up and down past year. Ever since he made his debut back in May of last year, he came in, got a victory over Bo Dallas before he was put out with an injury. But then he returned to get a victory at SummerSlam, went on to the King of the Ring tournament, where then he was consequently shut down in the opening round by Roman Reigns. Just look at this. Handspring cutter from Neville as he takes down Roman Reigns. So this is, like I said, the second time that these two men have faced off. King of the Ring, it was Roman who came out on top. Is Neville going to get the victory back tonight? Oh, brainbuster right there. If he keeps up moves like that, devastating offense, he just might. Adrian Neville, standing moonsault, beautiful. And the hook of the leg on Reigns. That's what Neville has to do. Use that athleticism to his advantage. If Reigns has the power advantage, Neville's got to use his speed, his quickness. As Reigns delivers a kick to the gut, Neville brought back. Belly-to-belly suplex from Reigns. And Reigns trying to rally himself, trying to rally the crowd. As he's got Neville looking for the back suplex, but Neville stuck on his feet. Oh, and look at this. German no, it's blocked. Might not have been the greatest approach from Neville. Reigns, he's had bouts with Brock Lesnar in the past, so you'd have to think that Reigns has scouted the German suplex. Neville, he tried to go for it, didn't pay off for him, and instead, he nearly got his head taken off with a clothesline. As Roman Reigns takes him back down with an amateur wrestling slam. Neville spun around. Reigns perhaps looking to go after the legs of Adrian Neville, try to give him a bad wheel. And if you can cut off the not literally cut it off, of course, metaphorically speaking, but if you can cut down the legs of Neville, you cut down his speed, you cut down his high flying ability. Very smart strategy by Reigns, looking to pick apart that left knee of Adrian Neville and into the Boston Crab. Roman Reigns has Neville trapped on the mat. Neville, he's so close to those ropes, but they're just out of reach. But Neville, look at this. Oh, and there's the core strength of Neville. You look at this man, he's called the man that gravity forgot, mainly because of his speed. But you have to remember that this man, Neville, has incredible core strength as well. I wouldn't say it matches that of Roman Reigns, but Neville, he's not exactly totally outclassed. He can hold his own. As look at this, Neville off the top. This is how he excels, however. That's what brought him to the dance. And Neville now trying to rally the crowd after that missile dropkick. as he springs down off the second rope, boot right to the face of Reigns. Neville, though, he might have wasted too much time, and a kick at it won by Reigns. There's another kick to the back from Neville. As again to the second rope he goes. Neville, what's he gonna do? Oh my goodness! Neville was, I think he was looking for a Phoenix splash from the middle rope. Reigns tried to avoid it, but I mean, he still ended up getting grazed, but I don't think that that's how Neville wanted to hit that move, and Reigns is gonna capitalize, as I think Neville's head cracked off the spine of Roman Reigns, and if anything, that might play to Roman's benefit more than it does Neville. As you see right now, Neville is just motionless. He managed to kick out of that Michinoku driver, but that might have just been on instinct. Reigns was, I guess, calling him to get to his feet, perhaps looking to size him up for a Superman punch, but, I mean, Neville has not moved. Just look at this, a powerbomb by Reigns, but that's bad ring presence from Reigns. Neville didn't even have to put effort into a kick out. He was able to just grab that bottom rope. Roman Reigns, you'd have to think for all the times that he goes to the corner for moves like the Superman punch or the spear, he would know not to try to pin somebody in the corner like that. But then again, when tensions are running high in a matchup like this, with such a huge prize on the line, sometimes you tend to get caught up in the lights. Wait a minute, Roman Reigns, could this be it? Spear! 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 He might have broken Neville in half, and he might have just secured himself a shot at the Royal Rumble against Kevin Owens. 2. No! Neville just kicked out of the spear. Neville is still alive in this matchup. Reigns can't believe it any more than I can. 2. And a kick out again by Neville. I thought maybe after he missed that Phoenix splash, it seemed like it was all over for Neville, but he's still in it somehow. I mean, this is the match of Neville's career, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian Neville, he has to dig down deep inside him to pull some inner fire, some inner strength that he's never had to tap into before. And like I said, Roman Reigns, he's been on a hot streak. Adrian Neville, though, Adrian Neville's been doing incredibly well in his own right. Victories over John Cena a few weeks ago in main event, as well as last week's win over Sheamus, can attest to that. Neville really has been stepping up his game, but he's got to step it up even more if he hopes to defeat Roman Reigns. As now a cover by Reigns. 2. No, but a kick out by Neville. Samoan drop did not get the job done. But the question is, how much longer can Neville hold on if he doesn't get any offense? Oh! No! Reigns was looking for the Superman punch, but he didn't get it. Oh, instead, Neville plants him with the inverted Frankensteiner. And now Neville to the top rope, looking to fly. Red Arrow! Hook of the leg on Reigns. This is over. 1, 2. No! Now it's Reigns who kicked out, and it's Neville's turn to be in disbelief. 1, 2. Kick out again from Reigns. He's still in this matchup just as much as Neville is. Both of these men hit their biggest shots, and neither could get the job done. European uppercut in the corner from Neville, but Reigns, very much so, is still alive in this matchup. Nope. He caught the forearm, delivers a huge punch, and another. Neville is staggered, but he's not out of it yet. Neville able to fight back, kick right to the midsection. Roman Reigns whipped into the corner. Neville, Europe, no! Reigns dodged the uppercuts. Neville going up. Powerbomb! But Reigns not going for the pin this time, even though he's got Neville in prime position. Instead, Reigns looking to rally the crowd as he goes for what could perhaps be the finishing blow in this matchup. Finishing blow in this matchup. As Neville barely knows where he is. Reigns, schoolboy into a roll up. No, 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 no. Reigns turns it into a powerbomb. What a feat of strength. 2. But Neville, he kicks out again. What is Reigns gonna have to do to finish this man off? As Roman Reigns now, I mean, he doesn't even know what to do with Neville. As he puts him in the corner, he's got to be, I mean, what is there left? What hasn't Reigns done? Reversal from Neville. Neville from the top, look at this! Hurricanrana, and the legs are hooked on Reigns. 1, 2, no! Kick out again by Reigns. How do these men keep doing it? How do they keep going? Neville, Michinoku driver, gonna try for the pin again. 1, 2, no, not yet. It is again a kick out from Reigns. Neville springs over to the apron. Roman Reigns, he's out like a light. Neville, no wait, Reigns playing possum. Oh, and he caught Neville. Right on the jaw with that punch, that right hook. And Neville, he's out of it up on the top rope. Roman Reigns, from the second rope, a Samoan drop. Reigns hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, no. Not just yet, hold that thought. Neville has kicked out again, and Reigns is beside himself. You saw him argue with the referee, thinking that had to be a 3 count. But Roman Reigns clothesline over the top. There goes Neville. Oh, and Roman Reigns looking to take a risk over the top rope. Risking life and limb. Putting his body on the line. For the sake of becoming the #1 contender. And this could be the difference maker. This could just be the move that gives Roman Reigns the victory. As he throws Neville into the ring. Just pin the man. Pin him. A shot at Kevin Owens is waiting for you. 2. No, a kick out again. How? How does he do it? I know that Adrian Neville has been in the shape of his life the past several months. But, oh, no, he lands on his feet. Reigns! He gets dropped now with the Enziguri. This is what I was saying. Neville, in the form of his life, he just will not be stopped. Another inverted Frankensteiner. But he's not even going for the pin. Neville is not done. Neville wants to finish this once and for all with that imploding 450 splash that he used to defeat John Cena. 1, 2, 3. Adrian Neville has done it. Adrian Neville with the victory of a lifetime. He beats Roman Reigns tonight on SmackDown, which means that Adrian Neville will advance to the Royal Rumble pay-per-view to face Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. Could this be Adrian Neville's time? Could Adrian Neville finally win the big one here in Universe Mode? Will he be the next WWE Champion? Well, we're gonna have to wait to see. Thank you all for watching, and until the next episode, keep on YouTubing. But of course, Tyler Breeze, he doesn't think anyone other than himself is worthy. Well, okay, this is frickin'... This is what I have to deal with, ladies and gentlemen.